I first fell in love with opera when I was doing The Turn of the Screw by Benjamin Britten. I was 13, and I realized that you could understand through the lens of opera these huge emotions that in our real lives we only experience a few times. So I found that very meaningful.
I love opera because I think it's music and theatre working together to make something that's greater than the sum of the parts. When opera is good, it's fantastic. When it's bad, it's pretty terrible.
I got an early start with opera, singing in the Toronto Children's Chorus as a kid, and we did stage productions with that, and that was the start of the love. But it was really in university that I did my first fully staged productions, and it was this incredibly magical experience to be on stage and sharing this music and story with all these people, and it was like we were all in this experience, this human experience together.
I first came to opera when I was a student, and I was travelling around Italy, and I went to see big Verdi opera La Forza del Destino in the Verona Arena, and from that moment onwards I've been just absolutely enthralled by every form of opera. Opera is an amazingly diverse art form, from the early Italian operas through to the modern English operas like Written on Skin, which we're about to perform here, and it's just a wonderfully engaging and capturing art form that everyone could enjoy. So Anthony, you're famous for going completely naked in operas. Was that the sort of thing that drew you to the art form?
Yeah, I'm an exhibitionist, and I first came to opera just mostly so I could be nude in public.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful.
And what about you?
I was trying to cover up as much as possible. Actually, that's a beard, as much costume as possible.
That's good. Yeah. I also opera was the first place I found that I could really sleep well.
While performing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Mostly while performing, yeah.
Excellent, yeah. And you went through music college, yeah?
Yeah, I did, and that's where I learned to really ignore most of what the composer has written on the page and just do what comes.
What feels right.
Yeah.
If it feels good, it can't be that wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
And what about you? Did you study music in a conservatory?
No, I studied maths. Yeah.
So that doesn't help at all.
Well, you have to count.
That's something I haven't meant.
I fell in love with opera because of the flow of energy between the audience and the stage. When you're really invested in a performance, the audience usually responds either through laughter or applause or even really intense silence. And that feedback gives you energy throughout the evening. And I feel really lucky to be able to experience that on both sides.
So some years ago there was a film version released of Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream. Michelle Pfeiffer, Kevin Kline, Rupert Everett, a whole bunch of fantastic actors. And there's a scene towards the end of the film where Titania sends all of the fairies away and she and Bottom fall asleep in the tree canopy. And this amazing song started playing on the soundtrack that I had never heard before, but that absolutely captivated me and stuck in my ear for years afterwards. I had no idea what it was. Until I was a college student in the recording library listening to different recordings of operas, things for the first time, and I stumbled upon Bellini's Norma, and listening to her first aria, Casta Diva, realized, oh my god, this is exactly the same tune that's been haunting me for the past, the past nearly 10 years. So I kind of fell in love with opera without even realizing it.
So, you're a countertenor, so you sing like a girl. Was there at any point in your life where you wanted to sing normally?
No, I think...
You never wanted to sing normally?
No, I feel better being apart from the crowd and sort of being outcast and looked down upon. That's where I feel most comfortable.
We look up to you.
Thanks so much.